Crybabies, Why People Hate the Left by Shoe on Head. My girl Shoe dropped her once a month. We here for it, know what I'm saying? Y'all went crazy on the last video. Shout out YouTube, y'all went crazy on the last video. So you already know we back at it again. You feel me? About to see what she talking about. Seem like she calling out the left. Not gonna lie, I don't align with either side. For real, cause they both be on some bullshit. Let's just hear what's going on, bro.
Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of What the Hell is Going On with your host, ﷺ. Now before you ask, yes, there is an Epstein Files video coming out. I feel like everyone has like streamer brain nowadays, and like every fucking video has to be breaking news in order to get the most views. But I am taking my time with it. I'm sure you understand, there is a lot happening.
You know, with this anti-Semitic culture right now, she voted against a resolution condemning.
Is Jewish.
I want to be clear.
Do you want to go there, Attorney General? Do you want to go there? Are you serious? Talking about anti-Semitism to a woman who lost her grandfather in the Holocaust.
Your country, sir. Anyway, let's just forget about these satanic billionaire pedophiles running the world, and let's talk about some internet drama, shall we? Because that is what's really important. For a little over a decade now, the most inane things can get you called a racist or a Nazi on the internet, to the point where these words hold little to no meaning anymore. It's so bad that when someone is called a racist or a Nazi online, I'm immediately like, oh, what funny joke did they tell? But ladies and gentlemen, we have officially come to the point where not saying anything also makes you a racist Nazi. For the few of you watching—
You know what's crazy about that? I feel like that's been a thing though. People love to talk about how, like, I've noticed it more with streamers specifically, like especially Kai. Like, I don't know why, but during the last election with Trump and Kamala, they were like begging for Kai to make some type of statement or do something with Kamala after Aiden had Trump on. I'm just like, why, bro? And then he's talking about he doesn't want to do anything political on the stream, and he got backlash for that. Bro, if the nigga don't want to get involved with politics, that's on him. Like, bro, who's honestly trying to even get into that dumpster fire? Like, I wouldn't. Keep it a buck. I'm only watching this because I find Shoe funny, and I need some type of knowledge of what's going on for real, for real.
In this channel who are employed, there's a very popular Twitch streamer named Emiru. She's a cosplayer and just kind of a fun, chill, normie video game streamer. Well, the other day, someone in her chat asked her opinion about ICE, and this is what she had to say.
Like, there's a certain extent where I'm like, okay, sure, I get people wanting big content creators to, like, say their opinions on, like, important topics. I get that, right? But it's like, if you need a streamer who doesn't even—
First of all, what the fuck is on her screen? Ew, what the fuck is that? I guess that's ice cream and a cookie? What's that, some British shit?
I get that, right? But it's like,
Ew,
if you need a streamer who doesn't even know anything about politics to tell you about politics, you probably just need to get off the internet.
In a world where it seems like every single celebrity is just screaming their political takes completely unprompted, this was a refreshing thing to hear. Seems like a pretty sane, rational, inoffensive thing to say, right? Wrong. This short little clip where she ironically tried to avoid controversy ended up being one of the most controversial dramas this year. I feel like decades worth of news has happened in the past like 2 months, don't you? Every day there's like a breaking story of the most insane shit you've ever heard in your life, and everyone is expected to have a fully formed opinion on every single breaking story. There's pressure to react, to pick a side, to condemn, to defend. But the reality is, when a story first breaks, we're usually not seeing the full picture. And that's why for years now, I have been using today's sponsor,
I saw it coming. I saw it coming.
Like this, sir. It's all coffee nowadays. To get the 40% here, or click the link in the video description down below to subscribe to their Vantage plan today. Big thanks to Ground News for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad as always. Right?
Yep.
And now, let's get back to the video. In this video, we are going to talk about the drama surrounding Emiru, the people trying to cancel her, the mistake the left is making by embracing cancel culture again. We're gonna read some insane, hilarious tweets, of course, and then we will talk about my personal experience with these people. And what do I mean by these people? I mean the cult of the crybullies. I'm sorry if I sound even—
It's crazy, cause feel like she about to spit, and what she about to spit about is gonna make a lot of niggas mad, bruh. But we at the point where shit need to be said, bro. Shit ain't getting fixed And that's because people want to sit there and be fucking blind, deaf, and dumb about some obviously, like, some simple shit. Some shit like how Emiru said that if you need a streamer to tell you about, you don't need to be on the fucking internet. Go form your own opinion, bro. Like, go be a person. Like, you're being a bot.
More like a prepubescent boy in this video. I am a little bit sick, but I am here, slaving over a hot laptop. For you. If you guys saw my last video, you know I am quite critical of ICE. I don't think we should abolish them, of course, but I think it is good and healthy to criticize your government. I am a political culture war commentator. I talk about political topics often. People come to me to hear my political opinions. But not everybody wants to be a political YouTuber or streamer. And not everybody wants to listen to a political YouTuber or streamer. Sometimes we just want to have fun and talk about other things. There are lots of other things to talk about. Sometimes we want to look at funny memes or watch funny videos without having politics shoved down our throat. So a lot of people thought it was really refreshing when a cosplay streamer was basically like, I don't want to talk about politics. Why are you coming to me for politics? It was a perfectly sane, rational opinion. So of course, like, half the internet had a problem with it. It's just not that hard to say ICE. It's really not that hard to say ICE, to be honest. Is it so hard to just say ICE? It's really not hard to say ICE. Jesus Christ, how hard is it to just say ICE? How hard is it to just say ICE? How hard is it to just say ICE and move on? Oh my god.
Bro, how hard is it to, like, move on without fucking caring about what a random person has to say about anything, gang? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, these people aren't real. I'm learning more and more about, like, how the internet, like, really is, I want to say, I guess, and it's making me realize that there is a lot more dumb and simple-minded people than I originally thought, and that shit is scary, gang. Like, what the fuck world do we, like, live in?
Just say ICE. It's not hard. Is it so hard to just say the line? Say the line! Say it! Jesus Christ, like, at this point, even if Emiru did want to, like, abolish ICE, even if she really did think ICE, she shouldn't say it. Like, I wouldn't say it at this point, because this is just, like, this is creepy. This is like a horde of zombies chasing after you. Hey, it's actually super easy to stream and have opinions. I'll show you. ICE, Donald Trump and everyone in his administration, Elon Musk, free Palestine, US is on stolen land built by stolen people, Luigi did nothing wrong, abortion is healthcare, leave trans people the alone. These people literally just speak in bumper stickers, dude. Just like copy-pasting the internet leftist starter pack.
All I'm gonna say is, you're entitled to whatever fucking opinion you have, but it is no obligation of yours to, like, say it. I feel like people will be forcing this shit, like, maybe they don't want to be involved in it. I hate when they be trying to force trends on people. Honestly, gang, like, she probably, like she just said, she probably don't fuck with ICE, but, like, she don't want to share that on the stream, or she don't have to. And, like, for somebody with Emiru's background, like, getting stalked, all that other shit, yes, I be, like, hip to that shit. I be knowing, I'm a knower. I'm saying, I'm a DJ. I watch the unemployed news. I'm not gonna lie, guys. But yeah, if somebody having to deal with all that shit, the last thing she want to do is sit here and stir up anybody political opinions. Cause, bro, I can have some people right now watching me that's low key racist, but they just watching because I don't know. They may be like, hey, this N-word's funny. This hard R right here, he's funny. I like this guy. Not gonna lie, like, bro, that's not up to her to sit there and say, because, like, y'all just need that satisfaction. Oh my god, I'm stupid. Just let her be, gang. And, like, honestly, who wants to hear some shit like that in the fucking live stream where you're trying to get entertained and escape from real life anyway? Like, come on, gang.
What the hell am I looking at? I hate the Reddit ass. Hey, it's super easy. It's crazy, like 1,000 years ago, this dude's ancestors were hunting mammoths. And now he's on here like, Men should not be speaking like this. I'm sorry. We need another war. The post that really seemed to kick this all off was made by Denims, the self-described largest female political streamer. Only because I don't stream, Denims. Only because I don't stream.
No,
anyway.
Talking shit, Stu. Talking shit. Bro, I'm telling you, if Stu was a streamer, oh my god. It would be over, bro. Like, I feel like she could be like, I guess Hassan would be like a political streamer. Like, she would be on that nigga level. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. She drops a vid that gets 3 mil views in like a day, basically.
I don't have any like personal beef with Denims. This isn't like an own Denims video. We used to be kind of cool years ago, but she apparently has some opinions on Emiru, so Let's hear her out. Never thought I'd see the day we'd be fence-sitting the modern Gestapo. First of all, she's not fence-sitting. She's just choosing not to talk about politics. Like, in order to fence-sit, you actually have to say something.
Yeah.
She didn't even say anything. Like, how do you even know what her opinion is? Second of all, modern Gestapo? Why is everything the f***ing Holocaust? It's totally normal to criticize ICE. It's totally understandable to have issues with the things they are doing. But modern Gestapo? Don't you guys get tired of this shit? Like, don't you guys get tired of saying, like, isn't this exhausting after a while? Everything is Nazis, everything is the Holocaust, everyone is Hitler. It's like nothing else bad ever happened in history. Like, what did they used to compare bad things to before World War II? Oh my god, you're literally Napoleon. Also, I love this. Racist chud. Like, where did the racism part, like, where did that come from? Listen, I don't get on camera and start talking about cars or math or taxes or investing or going outside or the plenty of other things I don't know about. I sit here and talk about the gender war and the culture war because I'm good at those things and that's what people watch me for. That is my lane and I stay in it. Emiru likes what she's doing. Her audience likes what she's doing. There are plenty of other channels that will regurgitate your political takes back to you. Just turn on the TV. Turn on CNN. Most people, most normal people, are sick and tired of celebrities just like spewing their political takes completely unprompted.
Honestly.
I don't care what glub-shitto thinks of politics, okay? Why does glub-shitto have to get on stage and start talking about how we're on stolen land or some shit? Why do you need your political opinions thrown up into your mouth by a celebrity like a fucking baby bird?
Bro, I feel like that shit is like people dealing with their own insecurities, gang. Like, that's the only way I can, like, think about it. Like, why would you want... It's not even about what you want. It's like, I don't know. People are just dumb. Like, yo, people are dumb. Oh my god.
Like, do you really want Sydney Sweeney throwing up in your mouth? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Please don't answer that.
She's right when she says most streamers are not qualified to talk about politics. Okay, here's the thing, dude. You actually don't have to be qualified to talk about politics to say F ICE. It's not that hard of a concept.
You actually don't have to know what you're talking about in order to just say the line. What? You should look into...
Bro, like, what, bro? Like, what? That's like people being like, I don't even want to make a comparison to that. Like, that's just stupid. That is just stupid, bro.
Do a topic, do your own research, come to your own conclusion, and form your own opinion on the topic. You should not just blindly, mindlessly say the line.
You know who doesn't do political content? Cutie Cinderella. Cutie Cinderella literally never does political content. And even she's capable of saying F ICE.
Because that's what she wanted to do. Like, bro, like, yo. And these people are so for, like, freedom to do whatever the fuck. My body, my choice, all of that, bro. It's her body. She can choose to say whether or not she want to say the fucking words, gang. Like, it's simple. Like, come on, gang.
What about Cinna? You don't have to be a political creator to recognize that it's not hard to say F ICE.
You don't have to be a political content creator to say the line. All your other friends are saying the line, Emiru. Why aren't you saying the line, Emiru?
ICE. Okay, but unironically though, F them. Straight up. Hey, F them. Yeah, it's F them, don't care, and if you don't like that I say that, it's F you too. You know what I mean? It's really that easy for me, I'm telling you right now.
There's Emiru's roommate saying the line. Aren't we all proud of her? By the way, where are all her friends during all of this? Where are all her morally righteous, good guy, big streamer friends while this is all going down? While she's being dragged by half of the internet for doing absolutely nothing wrong. This girl who literally just came out of an allegedly abusive relationship. This girl who literally just got assaulted, grabbed by some freak at a convention. Now this girl is going through all of this. I guess it's fine to be silent when your friend is getting dragged by half of the internet, but don't you dare stay silent about current thing. I don't even know this woman and I'm sticking my neck out for her because it pisses me off seeing this kind of shit happen to people who absolutely do not deserve it.
If you're above the age of 18, you should care about politics in your fucking country. You don't get to be like, well, I don't agree with this whole taxes thing, so I'm just not gonna pay for it. You can't say like, well, I'm just not going to care about all this politics stuff.
When someone doesn't have an opinion...
Bro, did she say she didn't care? No, she never once said that shit, my nigga. She said that she doesn't want to say what she thinks in the simplest way possible. She doesn't feel comfortable sharing her opinions on that. That's not her content. She's there to entertain people. I don't get what the fuck is so hard to see about that. Like, yo, like I may need like somebody who actually believes in that shit to break that shit down to me and like tell me what the fuck they don't understand about that. Bro, why would you want to sit there and like share some shit that you're not comfortable sharing, bro? Like in an area that you don't feel like is appropriate to even share that, bro. Like
on a political topic, people like you might get a little mad. When someone doesn't pay their taxes, the government comes and arrests them. Okay, so that's the difference between those things.
There's this weird idea in America especially where like you can just be an adult and be like, oh, I don't care about politics. What?
Many people, most people, do not care that much about politics. I know to you and me that's like mind-blowing, that's like unfathomable because our whole life is politics, our job is politics, like I get it. But most people's lives do not revolve around politics.
Bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I didn't know a goddamn thing about politics until probably like the last election game. Like that's when I started actually looking into shit. I'm learning terms and shit. Only because I started like taking a little interest. And even then, I wouldn't still say that I'm that into politics. I would say that I know like a very bare minimum. Only because, like I said, I decided that, oh, I'm interested in this. Like nobody has forced that upon me. I didn't feel like, oh, I'm going to be shamed if I don't know about it. Like shit, I went 23 years without knowing shit about politics. Like I think I would be cool another 23 without knowing shit. Like if I know the bare minimum, I feel like I'm straight. But that shouldn't be like some shit that we're forced to like take interest in, gang. Like come on. Like, who wants to sit there and obsess over some depressing ass shit? Come on, bro. Be serious.
They do other things other than fight with strangers online. Crazy, I know. But man, do I envy them. I was so much happier before I knew. Sadly, it is getting harder and harder for the average person to not care about politics because politics is seeping into literally everything. Politics will be bending you over and spreading your cheeks and going in dry whether you want it or not. And unfortunately, the people who are like, I just want to be left alone, are the people who are the most fucked by politics. Also, more importantly, Emiru wasn't saying that she doesn't care about politics. She was saying she didn't want to talk about politics. I feel like that is a huge difference. I care a lot about, like, skincare, but I don't get on here and talk about like peptides and collagen to my audience because they don't give a shit. They're here to watch me say feminism is doo-doo and make silly little faces at the camera. Yeah, you like that shit? I hate when grown women don't have a mind of their own. You are 28 years old. Please develop a mind of your own. All she does is pander to anime gooner men. No mind of her own.
Bro, they're sitting there talking about some make a mind of your own. Y'all trying to sit there and force her to think a certain way, bro.
I never liked Emiru, so finding out she's stupid and doesn't have a mind of her own is nice. The audacity! If she didn't have a mind of her own, she would have mindlessly parroted the shit you want her to say.
Facts.
She would have mindlessly just been like, fuck ICE. If Emiru came out and was like, actually, I think ICE is doing a fine job, do you think they'd be like, ah yes, she has a mind of her own? No, absolutely not! They are not angry that she doesn't have an opinion. They are angry that she doesn't have their opinion. The absolute audacity to say that this woman doesn't have a mind of her own while thousands of you people swarm her like drones, barking orders at her to say the line. You guys literally operate like the fucking Borg. So what I'm gathering is that Emiru is a grown woman who acts like a frail, silly little girl to entertain fat, dirty, incel Asian fetisher weirdos and is okay with that but draws the line at saying ICE is bad. Emiru and Asmon's audience are the same. Incels love Emiru because she confirms the image of the anime bimbo stereotype that incels worship. She definitely cultivated an audience who, in the end of all things, are reactionary. She appeals to violent racists who fetishize Asian women. What the f is this Asian fetish thing? Are they just saying this because she's fucking Asian? Like, I'm trying to find a clip.
That's what I was about to say, bro. Like, I don't watch her streams or much of her content. She's interacted with content creators that I watch. But from what I've seen, bro, she literally is just there. She's a person, gang. She does what the fuck she enjoys, bro. That shit is just like mind-boggling. Like, I'm really perplexed right now, gang.
Of Emiru saying sucky sucky $5 or something, but it doesn't exist. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's not a coincidence that she answered the question this way, and that her fan base consists heavily on Asian fetishists. I don't know where this is coming from. And this woman, the woman saying this is literally an OnlyFans, like an Asian OnlyFans model. Like, I'm sorry, are you really the person to be talking about fetishization here? The most insane part of all of this had to be when her ex-boyfriend, her allegedly abusive ex-boyfriend, posted his own Ice in the middle of his ex-girlfriend being canceled for not saying that. Like, how fucking petty do you have to be to subtweet your ex like that? Another character involved in all this is former booby streamer ﷺ.
It reminds me of whenever Amaranth started wearing a cowboy hat, because that's whenever she started going like full Nazi, basically. She started wearing the cowboy hat. It's like whenever these Texas girls in like these Austin, Texas streamer circles start wearing cowboy hats, that's whenever you gotta watch out.
A woman in Texas wearing a cowboy hat? Lord, take me out. Take me out back behind the shed.
Bro, if that's the case, you telling me Beyonce is a fucking Nazi? She wore a fucking cowboy hat, a cowboy card. Is she a Nazi now? Make it make sense, bro.
Put me out of my misery if I ever become this politically brain rotted. Holy shit.
Like, you know that she probably has like weird incels donating her hundreds of dollars. It's because, like, in my opinion, like, it's all a facade to appeal to the worst type of men. Because like really misogynistic, shitty incel like men, they like a woman that doesn't have any opinions. I think that she also plays into how a lot of incels will fetishize Asian women. Her whole platform is just like appealing to like the worst fucking men. She's like basically like, she's like a pick-me for like incel freaks.
So this fucking pick-me shit, dude, it's gonna be the death of me. Before making this video, I watched a bunch of Emiru stuff, and I saw no signs of like pick-me behavior at all. At least with some streamers or some YouTubers. People could be like, oh, they criticize women, so they're trying to be like one of the good ones, and they're a pick-me. Like, okay, sure, like, that's retarded. We all know that's retarded. But at least I can like kind of see how is Emiru a pick-me? She doesn't even do that shit. Like, where is the pick-me thing coming from? No, really though, what makes her a pick-me and not the booby streamer or OnlyFans models calling her a pick-me? You are literally selling your body for men to consume. If men do not pick pictures of your ass, you can't pay rent. There's no bigger pick-me on earth than a fucking porn star. And me. I don't care about being called a pick-me. I've been doing this for over a decade now. I'm used to it. I've been called it thousands of times. I'm a 35-year-old married mother. I do not give a shit. I do care, however, when other women—
She's 35? Actually, I got that review a while ago. Because, bro, like I said, I thought she was like 20-something. Honestly.
Men are called pick-me for the crime of not following a hive mind. I see it so often in like the VTuber community.
Also 35, damn.
Like all these VTuber anime women will be called pick-me's for just saying their opinions. You have to understand, like, to these people, whenever a woman has like an opinion that is not like the corporate HR approved opinion of the week, whenever a woman doesn't toe the line of the current thing, in this case, whenever a woman doesn't say anything, she's called a pick-me. You know, she just must have these opinions for men. No other reason. Every woman is secretly a big progressive feminist. And if they're not, they're just doing it for male attention. Because I'm sure someone who looks like this is really starving for male attention.
And then in my opinion, it's like she's not entertaining whatsoever. She's like, I would literally rather watch paint dry.
So true, because you know what is far more entertaining than a cute, high-energy cosplay streamer reacting to memes? This is way more entertaining. And if you don't agree, you're just like an incel.
Bro, I don't know what it is when females do that voice. That shit is like, bro. Like, that shit is like scratching at my fucking eardrum, bro. Like, that is the most irritating shit ever. Like, you sound dumb. Like, I hate dumb shit, gang. Like, I hate when people are like, I actually just dumb. Like, oh my god.
Eventually, after a few days of being dogpiled by the most annoying people on Earth, Emiru came out with a statement. Hello, it's very rare I will speak my mind, but I'd rather get my thoughts out there, so apologies if this is long. There's a clip from my stream that's been circulating a lot, so I'd like to explain it for anyone who was hurt or shocked by it. It should go without saying that no one deserves to live their life in fear of being killed or taken away from their homes or families, regardless of who is doing it, but especially not because of ICE or any other government agency. I understand the world is a very cruel and messed up place. You don't have to study politics or actively read the news to know that. I would never want to invalidate anyone who struggles with those things. And an agency causing fear and suffering deserves zero support. To me, that's not even political. It's basic human empathy. Now, I thought that statement was perfectly fine. My issue with it is, she didn't have to make it. She was basically
Yes.
forced to come out and
Yes.
say her opinion.
She
So
didn't
did these
have
freaks
to,
finally
bro.
back off once Emiru made her opinion about ICE clearer? No. Of course not.
Nazi response. TLDR, go f yourself in your PR apology. And there it is. Of fucking course she's another dumb cunt. Girl, we are not as dumb as you look. You're still a racist chud, but continue to enjoy the money you get from your incel audience because they're disgusting, just like you. All I hear is, I support Israel and my name is Emiru. Wait, what?
When did Israel get brought into this? When did Israel get brought into this, gang? Yo, people are not real. People are not real.
Did Israel come from? What? I don't like to talk
This
about
isn't real
politics
life.
equals I'm a Nazi and I'm ashamed of my opinions. Everyone knows what's up. She's a fascist in disguise and is squirming. Emiru, you are garbage Nazi loving cunt. You got orange around your mouth. Say F you, Asmongold. If you're neutral, if you're neutral, you might as well say you're MAGA. Stand for something, ho. That's what Trump wants, for everyone to be quiet about it. The idea of get off the internet is so fucking ignorant, this dumb cunt needs to shut her fucking mouth. Thank God her downfall is happening. I've been hating on her since day one and knew something was off about her. Not a good statement. She implicitly disavowed ICE, but not so much the actual Trump admin.
Yeah, you disavowed ICE, but what about the whole Trump administration? They're like literally the mouse from If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. I was like reading that book to my toddler the other day and I was like, oh my god, this is literally Twitter. You cannot give them an inch, dude.
Of course are incel fans swooping in to protect the poor little 28-year-old.
Ah yes, incels. Known for defending women online. What? What the f does the word incel even mean anymore? Does it just mean man now? It just means man. Man I do not like.
Honestly, I think people just be throwing around terms, gang. Like, they just hear a buzzword and just be like, I gotta say it. I gotta say it. I gotta hurry up and say it. Ooh, I gotta say it. Who can I hurry up and say this to let them know that I'm fucking smart?
I had no idea this was a thing until yesterday. How come no one told me Emiru low-key a femcel?
Femcel! Emiru's a femcel! Oh my Do people just not know what words mean anymore? No. How are they coming to these conclusions?
I mean, have you looked at her? I mean, look at her. Look at her. Just look at her. Look at her.
Yeah, sorry, I don't see it. I think you guys just might be mentally ill.
We need to do something about these male-centered women.
Okay, first of all, nothing is more male-centered than centering your life around hating men. Men just live rent-free in your fucking head. Take it up with God. Go to therapy.
Bro, my man said he was working at this one job. Basically, it was a John working there, and she had, I think it was Kill All Men. She had KAM tatted on her, bro. She had Kill All Men tattooed on her body.
Do literally anything else than make it our problem.
Fuck her, and especially fuck her bestie Asmongold. I hope they get kirked. 30-year-old woman too scared to say fuck ICE to keep her incel audience happy. Let's hope she gets abused again. Couldn't happen to a better person. Next time this cunt is assaulted, I'm gonna laugh and laugh. Fuck her and fuck ICE and fuck you if you support this cunt. Emiru deserved what Miskiff did to her. Fuck Emiru for supporting ICE.
Wow.
I genuinely hope this bitch gets okay. I reported that one. Holy shit. What is wrong with these people?
See, you don't understand. I'm good guy, which makes it okay for me to say f***ed up things about bad guy. You think saying that to someone is f***ed up? Well, you should be abused too, because you're probably also bad guy. It's called being on the right side of history, chud. Look it up.
Nazis deserve death, and silence is compliance.
May I just remind the audience that this is what she said.
If you need a streamer who doesn't even know anything about politics to tell you about politics, you probably just need to get off the internet.
Ladies and gentlemen, a Nazi that deserves death. What?
After making her terrible statement full of lies, Emiru decided to follow right-wing grifter Shoe on Head. Of course Emiru is now following a fellow pathetic pick-me for being quiet about ICE. They both don't want to piss off their 100% right-wing gooner fan base.
For the record, my fan base is probably like 70% right-wing and 80% gooner. Okay, but for some reason, they didn't mind when I came out and harshly criticized ICE in my last video. Yeah, some disagreed, but for the most part, they didn't care. As long as you aren't preaching from an ivory tower with no nuance, rhyme, or reason, people don't care. I'll say some shit like, we should decommodify housing, and the right-wingers in my audience are just like, okay, commie mommy. These people cannot fathom a universe where people just disagree. Oh, you're just scared. You don't want to upset your chud audience. I upset my my chud audience every goddamn day. You're the ones terrified of your own fucking cult. God forbid you only agree with 99% of the hive mind approved opinions. God have mercy on your soul. I do not envy you. Once you bend the knee to these people,
bro, that part, bro, I don't understand why people feel as though people have to agree with 100% everything. You have to sit there and agree that if this equals this, then you also have to agree with this equals that. At this point, we all the same person, bro. What the fuck is the point of even being our own human beings, bro, if I'm just a carbon copy of you? Oh god, I feel like a broken record, gang. This shit is so like just retarded. She can't say it, I'm gonna say it. These people are retarded.
Once you apologize or capitulate, it's over. These people don't actually want an apology. They want to humiliate you. They want to drag you down. At the end of the day, they have found a socially acceptable way to bully people. That's what this is. A lot of people in response to Emiru's statement were like, why did you apologize to the mob? You know, you bent the knee, you're a coward. And honestly, people don't realize how insane it can get. These people, the cult of the crybully, they come in swarms, they get in your head, they prey on your empathy, they isolate you from your friends, they make you feel like a terrible person for having milquetoast normal ass opinions, or in this case, no opinion. And when you are someone who is not used to dealing with these types of people, or you are someone in like a vulnerable state of mind, it is very easy for these cult-like tactics to work. This shit works especially well with women in particular, not to be sexist, but it's just true. Honestly, you know, now that I think about it, the only people who are immune to this are like autistic people. I swear to God, people on the spectrum are immune to the crybully tactics. What happened is Emiru just saw like a shit ton of people who were mad at her, and she wanted to do the correct thing. Unfortunately, this is just gonna make it worse. And they're moving on to one of their favorite tactics.
The big question in everyone's mind is, well, are you still friends with Asmongold?
While it is appreciated that you are taking a stand and clarifying the clip, you do continue to be vague about how deep your associations with Asmon are. So hopefully you've cut ties with that hate-mongering Nazi troll Asmon, right? Glad you made this and owned up to it, but you're still friends with Asmongold, so it doesn't read as earnest. Almost a decent explanation, but the elephant in the room is that your friendship with Asmongold is holding this back from seeming sincere. Okay, now what about your best friend Asmongold? Denounce Asmon or I'm not taking this seriously. You're friends with Assmold. Assmold?
I'm pretty sure she's still friends with Asmongold.
Now, whatever you think of Asmongold, he is friends with Emiru. They are friends, even though they disagree with each other. Crazy, right?
I literally said, like, I don't agree with the things he says. Like, what do y'all want me to do? Like, fucking shoot him on stream?
Yes, that is what they want you to do. Yes.
Like, I don't think people have enough. They don't have the mental capacity to understand that people can have differing opinions and still just like fuck with each other, bro. You know there was a black man that was actually friends with a leader in the KKK and was invited to meetings personally by him, had dinner at that man's table, all continuing while he was still the leader of the KKK, and that black man still advocating for black rights and for the like all of that shit to just like stop, bro. And by the end of that, still was able to fucking be friends with that nigga and ended up changing Bull whole mindset, bro. Like, not even saying that she has to change his mindset. If she wants to be friends with him and he isn't doing anything that is like actually like alarming, then she can be friends with the nigga, bro. Like, I don't even feel like that's up to anybody to have to like nobody should have to sign off on that, bro. That's between like that's her right as a person, bro, to sit there and want to be friends with somebody no matter what their political views are, bro. Like, do I like the nigga? No. If she want to be friends with him, go ahead, bro. That's not hurting me. Like, I don't care. I don't care, bro.
Around 2018, I was facing nearly daily harassment for being friends with someone who was on the right. Hundreds of people were on my ass like every day. They were calling my job. They got emails of my family members. It was like nonstop. Now, this person was a good friend of mine, but in order to get all these people off my back, I did probably the cringiest thing ever, and I publicly disavowed her. Publicly disavowed a friend of mine over political differences. Now, for those of you who are new here, that sounds like something I would never do, but I did it. I bent the knee to a faceless mob of people who hate me. And in return, I received nothing. The harassment didn't stop, the hate didn't stop. Well, needless to say, karma is real, and the same thing happened to me years later. I was publicly disavowed by friends over political differences. This story ultimately does have a good ending. Me and my friend from 2018, we made up years ago, but looking back on all this in 2026 is extremely embarrassing. And if I knew what I knew now, I would have just told those people to go fuck themselves. But in the moment, it's incredibly stressful and you just kind of want it all to stop. And you will do whatever you can to make it stop. So I understand why Emiru came out and made a statement. I just really hope she doesn't wind up disavowing friends over political differences like I did. It was a huge mistake and it is not worth it, because you are going to find yourself surrounded by people who see you as a temporary ally and not a real friend. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a never apologize person. You should apologize if you actually do something wrong, if you actually wronged someone, but you shouldn't apologize to like a nebulous, faceless mob of people while facing down a barrel of a gun.
There is nothing that she could say and no amount of money she could donate that could convince me she's not a soulless ghoul like all the men she's happily surrounded herself with for years.
There is nothing you can ever do to please these people, so why bother? They will not be happy until you kill yourself, and even then they will dance on your grave. And I know, like, with everything going on right now, like, is this really a video about cancel culture in 2026? And it's like, yeah, I don't know. First of all, you should expect that. You clicked on a shoe on a head video. But second of all, yeah, I feel like this is kind of important to talk about. I feel like this type of thing is part of the reason we are where we are right now. This type of stuff drives people away from the left. And more importantly than that, it's just evil. I saw some leftists covering Emiru being canceled, and they were like, the cultural shift is here. Woke 2.0, we don't play around, we're mean now. Woke 2.0? Because woke 1.0 worked out so well for you guys in the country, right? You're supposed to learn from your mistakes, not double down and get worse.
And I'm gonna also say the whole woke verbiage in itself is like, it just needs to stop, because people have just been using the word woke for anything, gang. Bro, you can have the opinion that fucking a simple ass common sense opinion, bro. Now you're woke. Like, I'm trying to still figure out how Bad Bunny being in the Super Bowl is woke. Like, what? Like, go educate yourself. Go read a book. God.
I don't know how you can look at the last 10 years and be like, we have got to get more annoying. Like, what are you doing? Attacking normie streamers for not wanting to be involved in political discourse? Also, I feel like this goes without saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm not smearing, like, the left as a whole, okay? This isn't fucking Fox News. This isn't the ḻʀᴜᴜ channel. I'm well aware there are plenty of left-wing people, especially in my audience, who feel the same way I do. I'm talking about a certain faction of the mostly online left. I was about to say it's like a loud minority, but I don't even think it's a minority anymore. I think it's like a majority. Like, I feel like I'm one of the only ones like holding down the fort. Like me and Anna Kasparian. And every day I'm called a right-wing grifter for being like, hey, maybe we can focus on the issues that like actually affect the working class, you know, things that actually help people, not stupid fucking shit like going after e-girl cosplay streamers. Like, can we just,
like, these politicians, these people with political views, they be worried about everything, but like the main focus of all of this shit is making the country better. All this energy into these dumbass statements or what this person said or didn't said, bro. Take that same energy and give me like a few ways we can like reach out to certain politicians in order to get certain policies that improve, like, I don't know, the housing crisis. Like, why the fuck food is going up so much, bro? Like, how the fuck, like, streets aren't being worked on, but they're increasing taxes and shit. Like, come on, gang. Like, be serious.
Get back to the fact that we are all being ruled by satanic billionaire pedophiles who may or may not be eating children, please?
That too. That too. Let's figure out how to get them niggas out of office. Like, come on,
Thank
gang.
you. In conclusion, Emiru did nothing wrong. People are tired of having politics shoved down their throat, and you don't need to speak about things you don't want to speak about. You don't have to do that. You don't have to say the line, actually. This is mass psychosis, rivaling on 2020. These people are trying to socially ostracize this woman for not putting like a black square on her Instagram. They're just mad at Emiru for not doing like the ice bucket challenge or some shit. Like, that's basically what is happening here. If you are going to streamers for political information, you are cooked. If you are going to shoe on head for political information. You are deep fried. So that was that little video.
I think I'm deep fried then. I ain't gonna lie. Oh my god. W video, bro. Another fucking banger from Shoot, bro. The internet never fails, bro. He may actually be just cooked. I'm trying to figure out how people are upset that she didn't give an opinion on something. Even when she gives her opinion, they don't care. Like, that's why I was saying she shouldn't have said anything. Anytime these like content creators or big influencers or whatever get into any like type of like obviously just dumb controversies that are literally so simple that you would not even have, you should not respond to. Anytime they even give the simplest of breadcrumbs of a response, bro, I just think like, why? Because it's not going to do nothing. Like, people, like, that's why I'm not saying people are dumb. People, like, they're retarded. Like, this is, at this point, a mental illness. I'm gonna be so fucking for serious, bro, because, like, yeah, I said for serious. Like, that's how you know I'm real about this. That's whatever, bro. W, bro.
Fo, get them going, coughing up the slugs. Niggas full of money, don't steal, it's not enough.